Okay, we're doing AQ20 today. I got buffs. They do buffs weird on the server, so I've only got like 30 minutes of War Chief. Whatever, it's not really a big deal. It's AQ20. I don't need buffs at all, but I figured I'd grab them since they were going out anyway. Let's see, what other news do I have? My new mouse showed up. I haven't even plugged it in yet, but check that out. Corsair. It's got the 12 buttons on the side. I'm pretty hyped about it. I haven't plugged it in yet though, so I'm not using it on this raid. So I haven't configured it or anything. I'm gonna mess around with that like right after this. It just showed up this afternoon, so I didn't have any time to mess with it. Should we get
Okay, I'm ready.
Mu 6? Let's go. Let's do it. What? All right, so let's see what else has been going on in my world. I've been apparently pissing off other guilds on other servers because I'm doing unconventional warrior things, like having Krolsharuk main hand as opposed to Krolsharuk offhand. So let's talk about that for a second. Krolsharuk main hand sims better. Right now you'll see that I'm using Blessed Courage War Axe in the main hand. Krolsharuk sims better in the main hand, and I guess the consensus from Fight Club is that yes, it will sim better in a vacuum. Krolsharuk is better in the main hand, but nobody has an absolutely perfect rotation, like as if you were a robot who's, running in a simulation. Nobody's going to have that perfect rotation. You're going to have variations. You're not going to be cleaving and heroic striking perfectly every time and unqueuing before it hits if you're at a certain rage threshold, like you can set up in the simulator as the rules. So I guess the consensus is still Blessed Karaji War Axe main hand, Krolsharuk offhand, which was my initial thought until I had run the sims and saw that Krolsharuk was significantly ahead. Like it's not like 1 DPS ahead, it's like 10. So I was gonna just run with what the sims said. But apparently, that's a known thing. Like, Fight Club knows about that, knows that Krolsharuk is a higher sim value than Blessed Courage War Axe, but in practice, in the real world, apparently Blessed Courage War Axe is the more realistic choice for main hand. That's what I learned. Another thing is that I had people talking shit about my extra high hit, and I'm like, no, hold on, you guys aren't understanding what I'm doing then. Because what I'm doing there is that I'm running a super high amount of hit compared to what the normal meta is. The normal meta is like 305 weapon skill, which you get as an orc with axes. 305 weapon skill, and then 6% hit is generally the meta, and then you stack as much crit and attack power as you can. But what I'm doing here is I'm trying to take advantage of my world buffs, right? So I get 5% there, 5% there, and some from the Agi increase there. And I think people may have not understood what I was going for. Because at 305 weapon skill and 6% hit, I think the hit cap was, it's like 37? It's like 37% or something. And right now you can see that I'm running 40% here. Normally, when I pop a mongoose, which I haven't done yet, because I wanted to make sure that I was going to make it through the first couple of pulls of trash before wasting consumables. When I get everything rolling in a 40-man raid, I'm oftentimes over 50% crit. Now that's a crazy amount of crit. The thing is that you can't utilize 50% crit because of the way the crit cap works. Crit cap is that, okay, so if you imagine, do I even have Restream chat open? I don't, I'm just babbling. So the way crit cap works is that you have to imagine a table, and by a table I mean like a grid, a 10 by 10 Excel spreadsheet, right? So you have 100 boxes in there. You have when you're fighting a boss, they have a 5% chance to dodge. So 5 of those 100 boxes are filled up with dodge. They all say dodge in them. You have a 40% chance to get a glancing blow, right? So 40 of those boxes say glancing. Now you can reduce the amount of damage that's reduced by glancing blow by increasing your weapon skill, but you can't prevent it from being a glancing blow, right? So the tricky thing there is that a glancing blow cannot be a crit. And if you always have a 20% chance to glance, then you cannot crit 20% of the time. Or 40%, sorry, I think it's 40% of the time. So if you are going to glance 40% of the time and they've got 5% chance to dodge, that's 45% chance that you cannot crit. So we're looking at it from the backwards. That means that there's a, 35% chance that you can crit, right? Like 55% chance that you can crit, because any hit can be a crit, unless you're attacking from the front, because then they get a parry. So dodge, parry, glancing, any of those are going to mean that you cannot possibly crit on those. You also need to hit in order to crit. So you have your miss chance, and you're always going to have a miss chance, right? With 13% hit and dual wielding, my miss chance is I still miss 9% of the time, right? So, pass. All right, this is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and consume. You're still gonna miss 9% of the time with 13% hit. So if I reduce that amount of hit, if I went down, oh fuck.
You don't spread those, they're gonna eat everybody.
So if I reduce down to 6% hit, I lose 7% hit. That means that I then have a 16% chance to miss.
Curse word, please.
Right? And a miss can't crit. So by filling up all these boxes, I have a certain amount that can hit, right? And then of those hits, every one of those hits can be a crit. So in order to reduce the amount of misses, because misses can't crit, in order to reduce the amount of misses, that actually increases the amount of crits that I can have. So an item like Titanic leggings, right? These sim better than other pants. Wait, what? They should replace Lionheart with Helm of Endless Rage. If I had 11% right now, why would I do that? I wouldn't do that. Okay, so this dude's telling me to replace Lionheart with Helm of Endless Rage. Helm of Endless Rage has better stats on it. Oh. If you have 11% hit, what's your crit? What's your crit and crit cap?
You guys ready?
Fort.
I think we need to get imp out. That's what I'm hearing anyway.
You can buy my priest.
Right, is Fallen dual wield?
Coming. Pull him back.
What's he using? Yeah, he's using dual wield. Yeah. Then yes, I would probably recommend it. So it all depends on whether or not you got world buffs, right? So like I was explaining just a second ago, Titanic leggings have 2% hit, 1% crit, and 30 strength. 30 strength is 60 attack power for a warrior. So if I have world buffs and my crit cap is 39%, right? And I've got 43% crit. Well, I'm missing out on a bunch of crit there because I can't effectively use it. I'm capped at 39. My effective stats will not show above 39%, even though the character sheet will show that I have 43% crit. Okay, so by equipping something that has extra hit on it, I'm raising the crit cap. So this doesn't have 2% hit at 1% crit. If I'm over crit cap by that much, this has 2% hit and 3% crit, because it effectively gives me that extra 2% that I'm not utilizing. So if you have world buffs, hit is just better. It just is, because every hit is also a crit. Does that make sense? So right now, with this gear setup, normally I'll hit, during 40-man raid, I'll hit a Fire Toasted Bun to give myself an extra 2% hit. You get those from the Fire Festival. That only happens once a year in the middle of summer, the Summer Fire Festival. So you don't get those all the time, but I just have them left over. So I normally hit that during the start of a 40-man raid when I'm all fully buffed up. I've got Dire Maul, I've got all my world buffs, I've got Mongoose, I've got my Totem Twisting Shaman that's going to give me agility in addition to Wind Fury. Like, I've got all the stuff, stacking as much crit as I possibly can. I will run the 15% crit to get my crit cap up to like 44%. And as you can see here, I'm at 43, right? And if you go back and watch some of my VODs, I get up to like 50% down here in this number. And it's like, holy shit, that is so much crit. It's just so much crit. And there's just no need for that when you don't have enough hit. So I'm stacking as much hit as I can to effectively increase my crit cap. It's not like I'm gimping all my stats in order to get there, right? Like, I'm still using Savage Gladiator Chain, I'm still using like good pieces. I'm not using like crap pieces that have extra hit like Dark Soul Breastplate. I'm not using that. And I'm not using like Wrist Guards of the True Flight or Battleborn Arm Braces.
Alright, here we go. Apparently.
Get with that.
I'm still using the better piece that has the way more attack power. Melee move. I'm still using the good pieces that have a ton of attack power on them.
Grab it else. Oh, bye.
Backstab.
He's not in the
Boom,
raid.
boom.
Yeah,
Right,
he was
so
in the
I'm
pigeon.
stacking a whole bunch of extra hits.
Yeah.
Apparently people were giving me shit about that. They're like, oh, you must have like no stam gear on. And I'm like, why would I have stam gear on?
Can we trade Fallen for Backstab?
Why would
Oh,
like
shit.
why would I do that?
Sounds like a fair trade.
Stam doesn't do damage. Right? So when I look at a piece of gear, I'm looking at strength and I'm looking at agility and I'm looking at crit and I'm looking at hit. The stam is
I don't know, he's a
negligible.
thief. He did take that
In my opinion. If you're playing smart and you're using your consumables correctly, you shouldn't die. Like, you shouldn't be taking enough damage at any point to kill me when I have 5,759 hit points. Like, there's nothing that should be able to one-shot me
That's nothing
there.
more.
Now, what you saw happen is that I intentionally pulled
Alright, so
aggro by popping all my
regular for
cooldowns,
like
including
a
recklessness, to
something.
execute on that boss. But I had a lip ready, right? Like, I had my
So, I
limited
guess
vulnerability
Blood Rage
potion
could
ready to
keep
go on my
people in
oh shit
combat,
button to make
through
sure
waves.
that I wasn't gonna
So
die.
supposedly you'd be getting more drinks in if the warrior's blood rage right at the start of the wave.
And also stay off
Like, does that make
ledge
sense?
area
Does that
thing over there.
Yeah,
We've had
Makes
some
sense to you
bugs.
guys? Like, generally, I'm not an idiot, right?
Oh, we
Like,
have
I
ranged over
generally
here.
know what I'm
Inside.
talking about. Do I know everything? No, absolutely, I don't know everything. Do I play my
That's where
warrior
we
perfectly?
accidentally
No, I
stepped
don't
in there.
play perfectly. But do I generally know what I'm talking about? Yeah, pretty much. So there's my 2 cents on it. The best way that I could, the best advice I could ever give anybody is, sure, I might know some stuff. Don't just believe me. Like, do your own research. Like, I'll give you suggestions. I'll talk to you about stuff, but don't just like take me at my word. Got to do your own research. Make sure that what I'm telling you is correct.
What are you calling him?
Sometimes I might be just totally off base. I might be just absolutely wrong about stuff. And, you know, sometimes that happens. Like, okay, I mean, I guess I wasn't completely wrong about the Krulsha Ruck in the main hand. Like, the sim agrees with me, and I was going with what the sim said. But the general, the conventional knowledge from a panel of experts says that Blessed Karaji War Axe should still go in the main hand. Which I didn't have that knowledge at the time. And
Spam.
like a smart person, I will use the
Uh,
new knowledge
just
that I
missed
have
Just feign death. Just it's easier.
in order to
well, if hunters have such trouble
make an
doing
informed
it, how would anybody
decision
else do it?
and perhaps change my opinion
See, it worked for Overdraw just now.
in light of new evidence.
Except Hippie just his growls gets resisted.
We're on sub.
That's right.
Oh, you probably don't have ice block, huh?
Oh, I do. I have farm spec, baby.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna lip there. I'm gonna early lip. I got spooked. I got
Surprised you're
scared.
not casting rank 1 Blizzard. Swab.
Why is that?
It's your farm spec. Get clear cast.
Oh, I go max rank all the time, man. Go hard or
Oh,
go home.
By farm spec, you mean to get the Chinese guy to play his character for him.
Outsourcing, baby.
Why's it gotta be Chinese? Could be Australian.
I think the Chinese are the preferred gold farmers.
I like quality in my farmers, sister.
Oh, if we're talking third world countries, why not Canada?
Got him. Yeah, go back to your bags, milk, and free healthcare.
Commies.
What an abomination.
It's East Canada. I don't want West Canada in with that bullshit.
Look, they're destroying themselves from the inside. Keep it up.
Bay, save some freaking kills for the rest of us.
Can't. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, but are you main-handing in the Karaji blade? And
So I actually just went on a whole tirade about that on stream just now because I've been getting a whole bunch of shit from like a bunch of other guilds on completely different servers who are like mad that I'm not doing conventional warrior things. But the conventional knowledge from Fight Club says to use Karaji War Axe in the main hand. Yeah, Kroll Sharuk sims better, but apparently the real world application is Karaji main hand.
So what I'm hearing
less.
is you need to get good.
Need to get a
Wow.
few of these doors at 1%. Come on.
I'll innovate on him.
Oh no, Night Elf went down.
Which one are we fearing?
When?
Leave that one in the corner. Leave it alone.
Okay, I'll just get on the big guy.
You can root them too. Works even better.
Which is what I'm trying to do.
So yeah, the panel of experts says Karaji main hand. So I'm gonna listen to them.
Sounds like you need to get good.
Hey, I wasn't wrong when I put Kroll main hand though. Like with the information that I had at the time, the numbers proved that that was the correct move.
I've got a beer in my main hand. That works best.
Was that the last one?
Touche.
Is it bugging me again?
What do you mean?
Kill him.
He's stuck in the. He's rooted in the. I'm waiting for people to regen mana.
He's disappearing.
I've seen him the entire time.
Hey, he's there.
Need to go to spec savers, bro.
We good to kill him?
Kill him. Kill him to death. ×3.
Kill him until he dies from it. Oh, we starting over here. Sunders.
Oh, do you watch that ledge?
Lipped. I go through a lot of those. That's why when I got to this server, I made my buddy make me 100 of them.
Well,
It's
great
always
balls of
this
fire.
thing. It's always this Southwind's Grasp. Like, I've seen that a bunch of times. We're getting all the wrong books too. We need some battle shout and some heroic strike. That's what we need up in here.
We pulled 2 enchants out of this run yesterday. We got Dodge Cloak, Chonker's got that, and Firepower, which Kareem got.
Chunker's dodge.
Yeah, so I don't know. What am I looking for out of here? I'm looking for Bracers of Brutality. That's really the
them
thing
out.
I want. Yeah. You were doing 3 Sunders and a 5 Zunder zone. Sir, that's gonna be a 200 gold ticket.
Sinister's good for it. Dude's rich.
Yeah, no, greedy.
Tell you what Sinister's not good for, and that's Sunder armor.
What's the
Brandon.
Harry.
Luckily, my pet can see them when they're burrowed. So that's nice.
That vision.
At least you got
Yeah.
that going for you.
Yeah, that's something, right?
Right?
It's not a lot.
So you saw my mouse drift up here to the buffs.
You're slipping, Rook.
Nice try.
Almost got you, sucker.
No, you didn't.
Boss coming.
Yep. Thunder Fury. Proc. Down the egg.
Don't go yet.
With enough leaves on it.
We have slime too. Need him.
It's like Dread.
You're popping him too soon. Shouldn't he be lower health than that?
Nah, he's getting hit.
Missed a couple of first one, took it down like 40% just so far away.
First egg's up.
Other eggs up.
Yo, what up, Smelly Pirate Hooker? Yeah, 80 cheesies, 80s cheesy music, little Stranger Things vibe. This is called synthwave, apparently.
Yes, we did like the same amount of damage in 2 eggs as we did in the entire group of eggs.
Egg. Gotta keep me here. There we go. There we go. Revenge. Okay.
Is that a keeping us in combat?
I'm out now.
You're out.
I'm kind of digging it for just like background music, honestly, like for stuff that you don't have to pay attention to, just kind of mood music, atmosphere music. Yeah, I'm digging it. I just realized we don't have a priest.
Just now?
Yeah. Somebody asked for rebuffs, and I was like, oh, I don't have fortitude.
Yeah, the priest is slacking.
Yeah, I blame EO.
Good plan. Shit, you're gonna summon her.
Sorry, guys. Late.
I was vacuuming Alfredo into my mouth.
Eating some
I
pasta?
spilled like 5 cans of Red Bull into my purse, and it wasn't just like a regular purse, it was like a Gucci purse, and I spilled Red Bull in it, it's dripping all over my whole room. Oh my god, like look at the Red Bull in my purse, it's dripping all over my whole room.
I had you pegged as a purse kind of guy, Katu.
Not just any purse, it's a Gucci purse. I got on my vacation, I was hiking in the mountains with my cows up there, I was drinking beer in the mountains, it was so awesome. Does anyone want to hear about my vacation? I'm gonna tell you anyways.
This is so mean.
Should see how he treats the people he doesn't like.
Right, true.
It just feels like Hatu would fit in perfectly in Australia.
Cunt. Foster's. Crikey.
Jeez.
Pretty much it. We don't do Foster's though. That's American. That's our joke on America.
I'm pretty sure it's Australian for beer, so, you know. Nice try.
You know, certain
Like
things
shrimp,
when
like
you're growing up
say
and planning
shrimp
unique
here.
memories and specific movies, and
Shrimp
music.
what? Say it,
yeah.
you know you want to.
It's a
Stranger Things
prawn.
brought back. Growing up in the
What do you
80s,
put
hell
it on
yeah.
when you cook it?
I've just been watching Cobra Kai, and there's like a lot of really good, like the
danger.
soundtrack to that is pretty awesome. It's all like 80s power rock.
So we'll switch hippie to skull going forward.
Oh, everything takes a lot. I got Katu here. I feel like I can do anything.
Cobra Kai, it's good. It's also really like stupidly funny because like, okay, and I'm not gonna spoil anything for you because I think everybody's seen the Karate Kid, right? It's just really funny that Cobra Kai takes place 30 years later, and like Danny LaRusso is all grown up, and he like owns a car dealership. This is all like episode 1 stuff. I'm not giving anything away. He like owns a car dealership, and like his whole gimmick for his car dealership is like, we kick the competition, and it's like, wait, you're really like just riding the high from that victory that you had 30 fucking years ago, dude. Like,
Clear down both sides.
dude's still in high school. You know, he's still hung up on this memory from high school about winning some karate competition when he was like 15. Like, you gotta, you know, move on. Like, you don't put stuff that you did in high school on your resume anymore, do you? Like, yeah, it's like, it's actually pretty entertaining, but it's just like so stupidly funny. And then at one point I found myself like kind of agreeing with the Cobra Kai guy, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to agree with you on anything. You're supposed to be the bad guy,
No,
right?
I don't like Nvidia cards.
Hey, look at me, I'm Katu. I don't like Nvidia cards because I want to be different.
I have SLI 1070s. I just don't like them.
Oh yeah, well I have 11060. Yeah, beat that.
Ooh, I'm sorry, man.
I know. I'm due to get a new one.
I bet you only get 149 frames.
I can get like 200.
All right, so let's see, what are we doing in AQ20?
I got a
The thing that I'm
5080
looking for in
Ti, it's got a
AQ20 is
cooling
rep.
fan, so
I
it'll
really
make it
need to get
continental
that
on it.
exalted because I have
Crikey.
everything sitting in the bank for Earth Strike. I just need to be able to turn it in.
It's because you keep
Saunders
putting it on the
boys.
board.
On the Barbie. Say it
You
properly.
sure you're not Australian, sub? You know about Foster's and Barbie?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Pretty much there. Nice heels. Ice block should not be on the global cooldown.
I think they remove it in Adam from the global.
Where is Dense Dynamite? Dense Dynamite, 21 hits. Okay, so 2 Dense Dynamite netted me 8,651 damage. That's not bad. 4,300 per Dynamite. That's pretty good. Oh, we got a Slime and a thing.
Bugs. There's a couple people waiting on the idols. May as well kill everything. Try to get them.
Kill them all.
I failed 5 times in a row. Mine.
That didn't look like very many hits. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this raid so I can play around with my brand new mouse that showed up today. It got delayed. It was supposed to show up yesterday, but I guess they like lost my package or sent it to the wrong
I mean, you're rating
distribution center or something.
AQ20. You're not watching a fucking movie guild.
Well, you don't do both.
Focus up, bitches.
You must be watching a movie out here, bird.
That's true.
However, I gotta say that Cobra Kai, I'm real jealous of the dude's car.
Watching
Like,
birds.
You know,
That's why I did
guys have
611
like,
damage.
you know,
on
this
the
is my
hull,
dream car and whatever. I've got a couple of
dropping
them.
19 DPS.
I've got like, if I were to go with a contemporary car,
Damn, he's moving on up.
reasonably achievable
Yeah, I take it back.
contemporary
Pretty good
dream
for
car would be Subaru WRX STI. The outside
It's hard.
reach
It's hard to
dream
watch
car
like a
would be,
movie and play a game
uh,
and click buttons at the same
would
time.
be an Audi R8.
tired
But
of just clicking buttons.
if I had to pick like
It
a
is.
classic
You
car,
gotta
like an
mouse
older
and try to
car,
teach 'em not to click.
it would be the old school Pontiac Trans Am
Fucking
Firebird.
luck.
Like the black one with the big eagle on the hood.
One key. at a time.
Yeah. T-tops.
He's not the only
I'd
clicker.
rock that. I would rock that
Who
car.
else clicks?
Me.
Who's that?
Come on.
Aw.
Clickers.
Clicking.
I think that's a euphemism for something.
Read on the greens.
Ghetto Malastars.
Apparently we got clickers. I once got made fun of for being a clicker. The best way that I broke myself of that was to keybind everything and start a new character. And insist that I would only use keybinds. Oh, no, my dynamite isn't up. You can't do this.
Yeah, huge venom sack, baby.
Got a huge sack for you. Yeah, Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. You know what? I actually looked it up. I actually looked up how much that car is, and like there are some decent ones. They're not anywhere near me, but there are some decent ones in the U.S. for sale that are like, I don't know, it's like 20 grand. 20 grand for a pretty mint condition looking Firebird Trans Am. That could be worth it to me. I might do that someday. Because that's pretty achievable. 20 grand for a car, like that's less than buying a contemporary new car. Plus you get this huge coolness factor. But I feel like
Stay
you
off
have
these
to,
platforms when we
like-
engage the boss.
like the radio could only ever play
People
like
will be
Guns N'
taking it.
Roses or Steel Panther.
Crikey.
Like, that's it. That's it. It's all that ever goes in
Well,
there.
give me 30 seconds for my fumbler to come up then.
Yeah, and see, that's pretty achievable. The other thing that's cool
Oh,
about that
I
car
didn't know her.
is that, like, the engine compartment's so big, you could actually work on them, right? Like, I don't know if you can get parts for it anymore, but like, you could actually do your own work on it. Whereas these days, modern cars, they're so compact, like you gotta take apart the whole engine compartment in order to get in there and change spark plugs these days. It's crazy. Ooh, yeah, 70 Chevelle, that looked good. Oh shit. Oh, little high, little high. Riding that thread, riding that thread. I'm not gonna heroic strike, I'm gonna cleave instead. I'm gonna cleave to rage dump so that I don't over aggro.
Kill him faster.
If you insist.
We're dying. Fantastic job.
That was really close.
Hey, there's your black grasp. Well, that's BOE, huh?
Uh-huh. It's got a massive 42 gold market value at this time.
Got one of those in the bank, so I don't need it. I got one of those on me. whatever. I'm gonna get the AQ40 shoulders soon. Couple more weeks. $65 goat with a tri-power. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Actually, what does that even? What does that one look like? When you say goat, are you saying GTO?
Alright, pull in. Come on.
Yeah,
There you
GTO.
go.
Okay, yeah. I just didn't know
Thunderclap?
what you were talking about there. Yeah, 65 GTO.
Oh,
Would I go with that
Get in
year
melee
though?
range.
I think there's a
kinda
different
sucks,
year
though.
of GTO that I really liked. I don't know what year it was though.
Go fast.
Run away,
Scotty.
run away.
Just DPS through it. We got DPS.
Okay.
TPS through this.
I'm just missing a bit.
I'm gonna get an arcane crystal one of these days. I swear it.
I won't forget
I
this.
did last time.
Yeah. Wait. What year was the Judge? Pontiac GTO Judge. Wasn't that the Dukes of Hazzard car? Or no? That was the General Lee. 70 GTO Judge. Let me look that up. 70 GTO Judge. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Man, that's a good looking car. That's a pretty good looking car. And you know, I know that the Firebird Trans Am I was talking about, I know that like the year for that is the 1979 because that's the what is it, Smokey and the Bandit car. But I really like the 1981 version. The 1981 version of the Firebird,
hey,
I think,
Ruka.
looks better
Pillow there.
than the 1979 version.
Yeah, and even Al's laughing at you.
I know, right?
The
Now I'm
Dodge,
trying to
the
get
Street
through it.
Racer.
Oh, it's Meteor. Too late.
Back up a little bit.
Big glowing balls to the face for mana.
Yeah, the Judge has got the long
Meteor.
grill in the middle. That I think looks really good.
Oh, it's supposed
I think the headlights are kind of poorly placed. If I were to do that car over, what I would do is I'd put the headlights behind the grill
Small radius.
on that 1970 GTO Judge. That looks real good though.
Just pull two. Why not?
Hold on, hold on. It's like, yeah.
Are you saying hold on because you're pulling three?
Yep,
No, he's
working on it.
practicing his technique.
Frost Reflect.
But yeah, that 1981 Firebird has a different headlights setup. It looks more like the headlights are compartmentalized. They're like all the way around, as opposed to the 1979, which kind of has two of them next to each other. Chief got famous for running one of those heavily modified engine for that car. Yeah,
Looks like
yeah,
there's two more
exactly.
after this one.
As far as classic cars are concerned, yeah, I would rock a Judge or that Firebird.
Frost.
I knew a guy in high school who had an old Galaxy 500.
That one.
That thing was so huge. He used to like just roll up into high school with his 1960s boat. That car was so cool though.
Oh, there's two more. Yeah.
Damn it, Mana. Damn you, Ruka. Taking all the nodes. Boo. Boo, Manaruka. $2,000 horsepower? That's like a fucking Bugatti. I think the Veyron only has 2,000 horsepower. What else? They had some really good looking cars in the Fast and the Furious. What was it? Fast and the Furious 2?
Let's do a quick check.
And at some point they had the two old muscle cars that they won off those other dudes. Those two cars were looking really good. I don't remember what they were though. Might have been a Charger and a Challenger, like the old Chargers and Challengers.
You scouting?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I will. Alright, go ahead, Blaze. Make it happen.
Bro.
Wow. He terminated someone fast, didn't he?
Yeah.
Blaze.
You get me on cameras. Oh shit! I didn't hit the button in time. Ah!
Come on, you got tranquil air, buddy. What the
A little
shit?
too slow on that.
Yep. Can we get ours up?
Hurricane.
Bring him over here, guys. Whoever has aggro on him, bring him over here.
Right now.
Nice bad DPS. Look, tanks catch up.
A little early, but okay. That's fine. There's one on the other side of the pillar
Which way? Over
behind
here?
us.
There's one way over there too by where we started.
Yeah, I have one right here.
Watch the whirlwind.
Tornado, bro.
Whatever.
He's obviously not from the Midwest.
We gotta get him over here. Well, obviously, you're not a golfer.
I love baseball.
Hurricane.
Thanks for the innervate.
15 seconds. We gotta get him over there. Pop it as fast as you can.
Dead.
Bells up. Oh shit.
Dead.
Salvate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tornado.
Yeah, I walked into it. Yeah, Fast and Furious had an old Dodge Charger. And what was the other one? Camaro?
You got this cab?
Yeah, 1970s Challenger.
Want me to pop? Yeah. Just making sure he's all the way reset, just in case.
What else is he driving in that movie? He drives a Nissan Skyline at the start of the first movie that he blows up in the first scene. That's a pretty cool car. But yeah, the STI would be, you know, the achievable, reasonable dream car. After that's the Audi R8. And what? I don't know. Ferrari, something. I don't know what else I would pick beyond that. But yeah, that 1981 Firebird Trans Am. Yeah, I like the look of that a whole lot more than the 1979 Firebird Trans Am. Like the Audis, the A4 and the Quattro Turbo. Yeah, I knew somebody who had an Audi TT when I was young. And like when they first came out. That was a pretty cool car. It looked way better as a soft top than it did as a hard top. But yeah, man, that Firebird. That's a good looking car. A little 2-liter. Yeah, I have I've got an RSX, which I guess a lot of people really like because it's easy to soup it up. I have the last year that it was made out of 2005 RSX, but I haven't moved it in a while. It's got to replace the engine mounts and a battery and some other stuff, and I'm like, oh shit. And like the repairs are gonna cost more than the car's worth, so it's basically totaled. At which point it's been sitting in my driveway for a while. But people who are car enthusiasts might try to take that off my hand and then soup it up because apparently people really like that car. Oh, you know what's another car that I actually really like the look of? There are two of them and they're actually pretty similar. The Mitsubishi GT 3000 or 3000 GT. That's a really good looking car, and I can't for the life of me imagine why they stopped making it. Because it was like an accessible sports car. Accessible, really good looking 2-door sports car, and I just can't imagine why they stopped making it. And then, what was the other one I was just thinking of? Mazda RX-8, I think looks really good.
no space. You can't really use them for shifting purposes.
The RX-7 is the car that Dom was driving in the first scene of Fast and the Furious. But yeah, I like the wheel wells on the RX-8, and I like the suicide doors.
Good enough.
Toyota FJ Cruisers, apparently those things are like super beefy, like they just never lose their value or their utility, like they just don't die. I guess the FJs are super good. Like you can find one of the first generations of FJs and still sell it for 40,000. Rusted out bucket of bolts, still worth a shitload of money because I guess FJs are just super good.
Start it up.
Good luck, Blaze. I believe in you.
Yep, that sounds about right. Drove it for 5 years and it's just the exact same value.
This one's actually pretty good over here. Because there's another one like in pretty close proximity.
Yeah, there's one right next to us too, right here.
Yeah. Alright, get that one. Go, sorry, Alice, go the other way.
Yeah, I got kicked back.
Hurricane.
Fire, be careful. Where's next?
Next one is way over here. Start moving them now.
Hurricane. Hurricane.
Probably need one more.
It's a little bit far.
Hurricane.
Go ahead and pop it. Good job.
Oh,
We're on the head. Nobody needs the head, correct? Alright, on the head, read for a rep.
Boo. Boo. Did not get the bracers that I wanted there.
I can give it to either one of those guys. I don't care.
I remember to stack up on the stingers, please.
Whatever, stack police.
Stack up. That's what you get, a curse.
Damn me, am I stacking?
Boo.
I gotta take a whiz anyway, so I'll be right back.
He's got to take a wee.
Still in your pants like a real gamer.
Yeah, very for our pool.
Yep.
Hey, thanks for subscribing. Mike Bouchard.
Still get back a little bit. So we don't go out of
Thanks for
box.
tuning in and watching. I'm glad that you like the content. I'm usually not this boring, I promise. At the beginning of this stream, I went on a whole tirade about warrior stuff. And if you want to ask me questions, you absolutely can. Try to answer them to the best of my ability.
Oh, good. No one died. Good job, guys.
Rude.
I hope Chris remembered to buy some toilet paper. Alright, pull in the next one. Oh shit.
Now they're back.
Oh shit.
So I'm backing up. Did somebody say back
Are
up?
you
a little bit
shouting?
ago?
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear anyone say that.
Dead. Dead.
That was a better way to do it anyway. Sacrifices had to be made.
Only really one important person died.
Too bad Chris hasn't died every time.
He was pretty smart.
The longest piece in history.
Oh, I was back a long time ago. Takes long when it has so far to travel.
And he's only 4.5 feet tall.
Takes him a good 5 minutes to uncoil it.
It's on the new web, Mala.
On the what?
On the new
Stealing
web.
greens, damn it.
Just I know he already gave me shit. I was like, sorry, I just saw green and he did.
That's 3 gold.
Yeah.
I know, he already got mad at me.
She's rich now.
Oh, that's an RP hammer. Look at the graphic on it.
That was payback for the no one important died comment earlier.
Let's go get him.
More dots, more dots.
Oh, come on. Pop cooldowns and then it fucking sacrifices me. Cool. It's fine. It's fine.
Shield, no.
Let that one go.
Can't repair.
Let it go.
Nature's is low.
And 22 AP as well.
Is anybody low on nature resist? Need that bow?
Best in slot druid bow.
Heard that.
Low.
Oh, another blessed hammer. Alright, good game guys, quick portal up and everyone get the hell out of here. Ah, you're not supposed to res them.
Doro's still pretty sore about that one, bud.
We got some trash to kill.
Would have been Guild Fallen and Curse, it would have been a beautiful trifecta.
Pro Xenar sighting.
Who's that guy?
Right? Next we'll have Mike log it on.
Hey, message that guy. There you go. Awesome.
Wait, are you telling me he spawned?
That was so good.
You're telling me someone actually had sex with you?
Pretty good haul on scarabs there. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited to finish this raid though, so that I can play with my new mouse. And it smells like something's cooking, and something smells real good.
A little late on that roar, buddy.
Perfectly timed, as all things should be.
It's like a wizard.
Right, talk wizard shit on the internet, bruh.
So you're a key?
Thanks, Doro.
Ooh, idle.
Need one more Jasper.
How much are they going for in the auction house?
Jasper ones are like 150, 180.
Damn.
Some of the AQ ones are going for 800.
So
Thank you.
sell those like fireball ones, and you can get, and then you can buy one. Fireball books.
That's all, right?
I think that's it.
That is,
Alright, report.
if anybody leaves, I need to know definitely who cannot come Sunday. I know Disdain and Sub can't. Is there anybody else?
I'm my usual. Probably not, but maybe.
I might be able to come.
Alright, mark you off. Alright, so Doro, write down raid chat for me, please.
TB, you suck.
Stuff's famous last words, 9 months later, a baby.
Curse some of me
All
to
the
war. I
portals
want
are
to
there.
fly.
No, they're all in
It's
here
too hard.
inside the freaking little room.
Why didn't you dig a portal?
I did it. It ported me to Thunder Bluff. Sneaky mages.
Two people running down, help me summon this butt.
Yeah, I'll just fly. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just to double check this, I've got Doro can't, Gad can't, Disdain can't, Aldermac, and Cabal. Everybody else can make it.
Should be able
Yep.
to.
I think so.
This is Curse. I can make it.
It's uncanny.
Alright. It's fine that you can't. Just want to
All
double
right.
check so we can have the group ready to go.
I think that's gonna be it for me
Thank you
tonight.
so
I gotta go
much.
play with this
Not okay.
with this new mouse. See if I can get
Sunday the day you're
accustomed
giving out
to it,
1,000
get
gold to
acclimated
everybody.
to it. It's got all the buttons on the
Everybody just
side
meet me
there,
at the bottom.
so that's a lot
section
more
of
buttons
snares,
than I'm
and I'll
used
be
to.
there.
We're gonna have to find out
shortly
how
and pass
that
it out.
works. They do feel pretty good though. And I guess that whole side
I'm
panel
still waiting by the
slides.
mailbox
That's like
for
the
my
gimmick
100
on this
gold from
mouse.
Guild.
That's like their selling point
Promise.
is that this thing can slide, so
Yeah,
it'll
it's right
fit
there.
any hand type. Feels pretty good in the hand though. I'm liking it so far. Gonna have
Okay, medium weighted
to try
cabins.
it out.
Like I did.
Thank you very much for watching. And next scheduled raid is gonna be what? Friday. We're gonna do AQ40 on the Rogue,
Night.
Night.
Later, mate.
and we'll